Hello everybody, my name is KingStix. Patch 8.17 is going to be going live here in the next 8 hours or so. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. The most important thing you need to know this patch is the new Nunu rework is being released. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. He is a lot stronger than he used to be. It's hard to say whether he's going to be broken or not. If his stats are there, he's going to be broken. If not, he won't be, but he definitely has a whole lot in his kit. Annie is getting a massive attack range increase. So for her auto attacks, it seems like she's getting a plus 50, which is actually pretty big. I mean, this is going to give her the range she needs to especially beat down melee people in the mid lane. Hopefully we won't be seeing any more Annie support. Hopefully this will just keep her in the mid lane. It's hard to say. Bard is getting a slight buff on his ultimate with a cooldown decrease. I don't think this will really do anything. If someone was going to win with Bard, they're going to win with him regardless. This ult T buff won't really make a difference whatsoever. Fiora can't really compete with other bruisers right now like Garen, Irelia, 𝐒𝐿𝐴, so she is getting a crit damage on second attack buff by quite a bit, from only 140% damage at level 1 to all the way to 160. This will help her out a little bit in the early game. Obviously late game this isn't a buff, but hopefully this helps out her early game a little bit. Garen is, thank God, getting a nerf on his late game damage on his Q. Garen's still going to be a very strong pick. Don't you worry. If you are new to top lane, you get autofilled, or you're Garen main, just keep picking him. Irelia's Q damage is being increased to minions. Papa bless. I do not know why we are buffing Irelia in any way, shape, or form. This is baffling. Now, you won't really see this make a difference in laning phase per se, but it will be easier for her to last hit the minions with her Q, or perhaps reset it in that way. Kassadin's ultimate's cooldown is being decreased at early and middle ranks. This is a really interesting change considering they just buffed Annie. I think this might make Cass better. If Annie's picked more, I think Cass is a decent counter to her, at least in the sense of his passive and Q. And if they are buffing his ultimate, that makes Cass that much better against AP champions. This isn't that good of a buff because late game it's still the same, but hopefully this helps him out a little bit in the early and mid game. Kayn has been shit for quite a while, so I'm not surprised to see him get a buff. His E Shadow Step is getting a duration buff at early ranks by 2 seconds. That's pretty big. I mean, that'll help him pull off more ganks potentially. This definitely is a buff for earlier ranks, especially since he maxes E last. Having those 2 extra seconds, he'll be feeling that in the mid game especially. And the Shadow Assassin bonus movement speed is going up by 10%. That just made Blue Kayn that much better, which Blue Kayn definitely needs because let's face it, Red Kayn's better. Master Yi cooldown on his Meditate is going down by a little bit. This might bring back mid Yi, who knows, probably not. 7 seconds really isn't that much. And the damage reduction, okay, maybe mid Yi is coming back. The damage reduction is going up by 10% at rank 1. That's pretty big because Master Yi normally maxes Meditate last anyways. This is an interesting change. Rengar is one of the worst assassin junglers, at least compared to 𝐒𝐿𝐴. He is a bottom tier below him. I'm not surprised to see him getting an ult buff. You'll be seeing this affecting his early game, hopefully to help him getting snowball a little sooner. Maybe he can actually compete with 𝐒𝐿𝐴 now as an AD assassin in the jungle. It's hard to say. Varus is getting a health nerf and a health growth stat buff, so they're trying to nerf his first couple of levels this early and mid game, because what's going on right now, especially in the pro scene and challenger, people are running Varus bot lane with corruption pot and they're just bowling everybody out of lane. No counterplay. Wukong has been shit for a little bit the past couple of patches because they over nerfed him. They're giving him a little bit of attack speed. This is only going to help him in the jungle for clearing monsters. So slight buff for jungle Wukong. I don't think it will matter though, because I don't think Wukong can compete pre-6 with champions like Rengar, 𝐒𝐿𝐴, Yi. Yorick is a garbage champion. This isn't even worth talking about. He's just a bad champion. If you want to pick a split pushing champ, don't pick Yorick. He's not worth it. He's just so bad in many aspects. Very low mobility, horrible scaling, not necessarily a good early game. Just stay away from this guy. Taric is getting a change on his passive. The adaptive damage now defaults to physical. If Taric has no bonus attack damage or ability power, this is completely irrelevant. It doesn't affect Taric at all. Stormrazor is a way overpicked AD carry item. Pretty much everybody builds it when you go AD carry. It gives you attack damage, attack speed, and free crits, which is really insane. I'm not surprised to see them nerfing the crit aspect of it, nor am I surprised for them to nerf the attack damage aspect. I am a little surprised they're buffing the attack speed. All in all, I feel like the item's going to be just as strong with this attack speed buff, especially on attack speed based AD carries. So really not much change to Stormrazor over here. Duskblade is a must on any AD assassin, whether you're Talon, Rengar, 𝐒𝐿𝐴, or Zed. the proc damage is being decreased and the lethality is being increased. What this is aiming to do is take away some of its raw power and give it a little bit more scalability. At maximum rank, you're losing out on 50 damage, but getting 3 more lethality, theoretically, if you're full build, should help you kill somebody if they haven't built any armor whatsoever. I don't think you'll see this actually affect Duskblade much. Everyone who's been building will keep building it. And then we have some bug fixes and upcoming skins. 𝐒𝐿𝐀𝐋 looks a little goofy, doesn't really look natural, a bit forced. Definitely trying to make that skin money. It doesn't look bad, I'm just saying it looks a bit forced. Then we have 𝐒𝐿𝐻𝐿. I don't know. I'm not feeling the 𝐒𝐿𝐻 skins, to be honest. They're just not doing it for me. Then we have 𝐒𝐿𝐻𝐿 Lucian, which is basically just a ripoff of McCree, but they made him a little bit more evil looking. I mean, he looks exactly like McCree, other than this devil part of him. It's almost like a cross between McCree and Devil Yasuo, or Nightbringer Yasuo. That's what it looks like. Interesting. Then we have Divine Sword Irelia. Like, why would you release a bunch of 𝐒𝐿𝐻 skins and then release this? That's random. And then we have Enduring Talon skin. Very interesting. Someone on my friends list with the name Enduring Talon, so I guess he knew this was coming. Very interesting. And then we have some chromas as well. The biggest things to watch out for this patch are definitely the Varus nerf. I feel like he can get all in a little bit easier now. Losing out on 50 health at level 1 is a decent deal. He's still going to be a lane bully, but if you're an all-in AD carry like Draven with, let's say, a Pyke, it'll be a little bit easier to kill now. But overall, these changes are fairly small. Slight buff to Rengar, slight buff to Yi, slight buff to Kayn, slight buff to Cass, slight buff to Irelia, slight nerf to Garen, slight buff to Fiora, slight buff to Bard, slight buff to Annie, and they are adding Nunu. So really everything was a minor change except for the new Nunu. So just keep your eyes out for the Nunu. Everything else isn't really that important. In this patch notes, I'm excited for pretty much everything except for this Irelia buff. I don't think she needed this at all. Irelia is already a really overtuned champion. Getting this quality of life buff isn't really what the game needs right now, in my opinion. I am excited to see the new Nunu. Hopefully he won't be banned every game. That's usually what happens with new champions because everyone tries to play it and they're awful at it. We'll see. I'm hoping that he isn't very good, so no one wants to play him. That way I can play him. Alright guys, that is going to wrap up this patch notes 8.17. Let me know what your guys' favorite change and least favorite changes are down in the comments below. I'm interested to see what you have to say. Also, let me know what you think about these skins. I feel like the 𝐒𝐿𝐻 one is a bit forced and the Lucian one is a bit of a copycat skin. Alright guys, that is going to wrap up this video. If you enjoyed it and you want to support the channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. And if you want to watch me stream live on the daily, go ahead and check out my stream on Twitch TV, twitch.tv/KingStix. I'm on there pretty much every single day. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.